Hi there, my name is Jonathan Beard. I'm the Community Education Manager here at Friends of Citrus in the Nature Coast. And we are glad that you are here with us to help with the children and with the teens walking through this crisis that we're experiencing and looking at education. And so we've prepared some helpful tips today to help parents and grandparents and role models for all of our children, for all of our teens, for the next generation to try to be a help to them in any way that we can. Here at Friends of Citrus and Nature Coast, we're helping people and healing lives. Our job is to provide help, hope, and healing for people in grief. And quite honestly, all of us are grieving right now. I don't know about you, but since everything happened back in the spring of the year when school closed and all of a sudden you had to shift gears and figure out how you're going to take care of the kids coming back home and how you're going to handle the work schedules, and then the summer just got extended further than it ever has before, and now we're back to the fall and trying to make decisions as far as what the education looks like. We want to try to give you some helpful tips today. So stay in there with us as we work through some tips for the next generation. What is happening in our day and age is happening at breakneck speed, unlike anything we have experienced in our lifetime. But for our children, this will be considered the norm, and for our teens growing up, because this is the environment in which they will become familiar with. The good news is that children have the ability to be flexible in any given situation. You even watch the birds. They always kind of follow the role model of the parent, but they're always there and they always find their way forward, and eventually they learn to fly on their own. They know how to move forward in life, whereas we as adults kind of get a little stuck in our routines, while they tend to take life's events in stride, and they're more independent, more freely giving as far as loving and forgiving. Fortunately, there are some common sense tips for us to follow as parents, guardians, even grandparents and role models for the next generation. First of all, stay calm. I know that's one of the most difficult things to do in the midst of this crisis, but the more we can stay calm, the better. There's always two responses to any given situation. Either we tend to over-dramatize the situation and we escalate the situation and it gets all hyped up and, oh no, I can't believe this is happening. Or we can kind of stay calm and help de-escalate the situation. The calmer that we stay, the better off our children will be. Children tend to mimic the environment that they are in. And so it's best for us to model the behavior that we hope to see displayed in our children and our teens. It's unreasonable for us to freak out and when watching the news or hearing of the latest crisis and what's happening, and then expect our children to stay calm. So number one, stay calm. Number two, watch your behavior. Remember, children largely learn by observing the behaviors of the role models around them. Do you ever recall your parents saying to you, "Do what I say, not what I do"? I never did like that phrase. You know, an uncontrolled burst of anger here and there may impact your children more than you might initially think. It's much more important to do what you want your children to do. And again, model that for them. Number three, curb the influence of social media. Social media is here to stay, and it has become our modern day babysitter for our children. While we're busy at work or home or among friends or on our own device, our own cell phone, our children tend to find their social network or support from the friends that are off the latest sites that we don't even know exist. It's important for us to put our cell phone down and be able to spend some time with them and find a healthy boundary as far as social media is concerned. It can certainly work to our advantage. And by all means, we want to continue to use social media to be in touch with our community and with an outside world. But we don't want it to kind of dictate to us how we are to raise our next generation. Number four, offer your undivided attention. This, unfortunately, has become a rarity nowadays. It's essential to spend quality, uninterrupted time with your children. And again, that may mean putting the cell phone down, turning off the news. Take some time to go outside for a walk, read a book together, play a game, whatever is necessary to find the time. Find what interests your children, what interests your teenagers, and then spend time doing that. The activity itself isn't nearly as important as the fact that you are giving your children undivided attention. By doing so, you are making the statement that you are important to me. Now, I know some of you say, I can't keep up with all this technology. I can't keep up with everything that my kids are doing. Well, ask them for help. They can help you. And they feel more connected to you when they're able to give you help and that they know that you're taking a genuine interest in their world. Number 5, know that kind words matter. In a world where we can choose to be anything we want to be, the most important thing to choose to be is to be kind. It's very important to tell your children how much you love them. Oh, you say, well, they know that already. Well, maybe they do, and maybe there's some times that they don't. Take the time to voice it. Compliment their strengths. Let them know when they've done a good job. Share with them how proud you are of them. In fact, today, as you're listening to this video, take the time today after this is over to think of one compliment, something very genuine coming from your heart that you can share with them about how proud you are of them. Don't assume that they know how you feel. Voice those sincere words of encouragement today. It will make a difference tomorrow. Number 6, listen with your heart. One of the best things you can do for your children is to listen. It's kind of interesting that God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And I think there's a reason for that, because it's more important to listen than it is to speak. But when I say listen, I'm not just talking about with your ears. I'm not just talking about words, but I'm talking about a deeper sense of what's going on inside of your child and what's inside of your teenager. Listen to the feelings. Listen to the meaning behind the words. Listen with an open heart. By demonstrating this type of genuine caring, you open the door to a whole world of possibilities. Number 7, support their education. Now, I have no clue what this is going to look like as far as the education moving forward for this next generation. There's all kinds of possibilities, from virtual education to brick and mortar in person to a combination with a hybrid learning, from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to graduate schools. Everything is different, and it's changing at breakneck speed. No one knows for sure what this is going to look like moving forward. But the most important thing to remember is that you play the role of the most important teacher, because that is you. No matter what the educational format may be, you are the one that's in the position to teach them more than what they could ever learn in any given environment. Get involved in your children's education. And remember, life's most important lessons are taught at home and are caught from loving parents. Let me say that again. Life's most important lessons are taught at home and are caught from loving parents. I want to encourage you all out there. You're doing a great job. It's not easy. Take a deep breath and find a way to exercise some grace, to extend some love. Love those children. Love those teenagers. It's not easy for anyone right now, but step up and do what you can to reach out to the next generation. It's a smart investment in our future, and you'll be glad you did. Take care out there. From Friends of Citrus in the Nature Coast, we are helping people and healing lives. And you take care.